Hello everyone! I'm Aurea Bonitez and I'm so grateful that I have given this magnificent opportunity to impart my knowledge to all the participants and viewers. With this topic, psychosocial state and enthusiastically embracing technology to cope with the new normal, I hope that in some ways, this will ease the difficulties and challenges we are facing today in the light of COVID-19. Stable psychosocial state of mind, emotion, social, and spiritual being, this will help us to be more productive in our endeavors, thus lead us to better performance and job satisfaction. Technology, on the other hand, play a vital role in the teaching-learning process. Our gadgets like cell phones, laptops, computers, and internet providers are our partners in the midst of pandemic. Therefore, learning the different social media platforms is essential to effectively conduct meeting and online classes. With that, let us now proceed with our discussion.
Evidently, most of us are having a hard time in coping with the new normal. We were all left with no choice but to adapt. This pandemic constrained us to go through the uncertainty of life. In the midst of the uncertainty, a thing remains certain. It is the fact that adjusting to change is indeed challenging. My topic for today is all about psychosocial state and enthusiastically embracing technology to cope with the new normal. I am Aurea Bonitez, your resource speaker for today. What is psychosocial state? It is pertaining to the psychological development of the individual in relation to his or her social environment. It also relates to the interrelation of social factors and individual thought and behavior. Perhaps you are now asking, why are we discussing this? Is this even more important in coping with the new normal? We are in the midst of crisis. We need to move on and help others instead of being selfish. Psychosocial state is very important, especially in this kind of situation. In addition, it is also important to help ourselves first before helping others. So, why is it important? This prevents distress and suffering developing into something more severe. This helps people cope better and become reconciled to everyday life. When your psychosocial state is stable, you will be more productive. At this time of crisis, we need to be more vigilant not only on our physical state but also on our psychosocial state. So, how can we ease this new way of living? We should have a positive mindset and attitude. According to Remes Saison, positive thinking is a mental and emotional attitude that focuses on the bright side of life and expects positive results. Positive thinking actually means approaching life's challenges with a positive outlook. It does not necessarily mean avoiding or ignoring bad things, but instead, it involves making the most of the potentially bad situations, trying to see the best in other people, and viewing yourself and your abilities in a positive light. Characteristics and traits of a positive mindset: optimism, acceptance, resilience, gratitude, consciousness and mindfulness, integrity. Optimism is a willingness to make an effort and take a chance instead of assuming your efforts won't pay off. Acceptance is acknowledging that things don't always turn out how you want them to, but learning from your mistakes. Resilience, bouncing back from adversity, disappointment, and failure instead of giving up. Gratitude, actively continuously appreciating the good things in your life. Consciousness and mindfulness, dedicating the mind to conscious awareness and enhancing the ability to focus. Integrity, the trait of being honorable, righteous, and straightforward instead of deceitful and self-serving. Having a positive mindset means making positive thinking a habit, continually searching for the silver lining and making the best out of any situation you find yourself in. How to cope with the new normal? First, allow yourself to grieve the old normal. It is normal to miss the old way of life. It is okay to feel bad for the change of routines and plans. And it's more important than ever to acknowledge the challenges and difficulties that we face in light of COVID-19. Yes, there will be denial, anger, maybe even depression and acceptance as we pivot and adjust to our new normal. But it is important to give ourselves time to grieve what we have lost. When we grieve for what we have lost, we surely find a way to start embracing and coping with the new normal. Create a systematized routine. Having a systematized routine can help us feel some sense of normalcy. Do not be dependent on the wind. Being dependent on the wind means having the mindset of come what may. It is okay to surrender things to the Lord, but it would be better if you will act to improve yourself and your life as well. Be grateful for your hurdles. This might be odd to us, for this is truly effective. Hurdles can be taken on a positive side because this will serve as stepping stones to our breakthroughs. Keep in mind the verse Romans 8:28, all things work together for good for those who love God. Every day, affirm that you are completely, totally, and perfectly loved. Breathe in the love from God and the people around you. Use this as a motivation to be better every day. Stay connected in new ways. Social distancing does not mean social disconnecting. Stay connected with family and friends by using different platforms. Later, I'm going to discuss some softwares or apps that will be used to make our classes and catching up sessions successfully. Simplify your happiness. Celebrate even the smallest thing that puts a smile on your face. We don't always need major events to happen to make us feel happy. Smaller moments of joy all add up. Remember, happiness is not luxurious. It is actually free. You just have to allow yourself to unleash all the grief and sadness in your heart and let happiness dominate the entire you. Stay informed but not alarmed. Keep posted on news but not let these things stress you out. Use your awareness to cope easily on the new normal. Do small acts of kindness, for this will make you feel good. And lastly, expect that more changes will come. Change is truly constant, but amidst our situation right now, sudden shift from a thing to another may not be considered as change at all, because change has made its way to the trend today. There is now relative distinction between change and new normal. So expect a lot of change. Learn how to adapt and take actions, because knowledge that are not applied into actions are totally nonsense. Minding our own psychosocial state is truly important, especially at this point, to cope with the new normal. But along with this, we also have to take technological actions. As we transition to the new normal, many of us shifted to working from home to minimize traveling on public transport and gathering in groups at our workplace. In this regard, we have to admit that many of us do not have enough knowledge on how to use the different social media platforms to make the most out of our works or classes. To effectively conduct online classes or constant interactions with students, I highly recommend you to be familiar on the most used platforms of today's era. Okay, for number one, Google Meet. Google Meet is a video communication service developed by Google. Real-time meetings can be conducted with this software. It only requires your gadget and internet connection, so you can share your video and presentations with colleagues and students. What are the 4 easy steps to use Google Meet? First, go to meet.google.com or open the app on iOS or Android, or start a meeting from Google Calendar. Second, click Start New Meeting or enter your meeting code. Third, choose the Google account you want to use. Fourth, click Join Meeting. You have the access to add others to your meeting. Zoom. It provides video, telephony, and online chat services through a cloud-based peer-to-peer software platform, and it is used for teleconferencing, telecommuting, distance education, and social relations. Perhaps many of us are already familiar with these two on-trend platforms. But do you know when to use Zoom or Google Meet? Are you fully aware regarding the features of the two aforementioned platforms? This time, we're going to have a head-to-head comparison between Zoom and Google Meet. So which is better, Zoom or Google Meet? Google Meet number of participants. This number is only limited. Normally, Google Meet can only accommodate 100 participants, but this is temporarily offering up to 250 participants until September 2020. Number of participants, as we can see, Zoom can accommodate higher number of participants than Google Meet. Breakout rooms. In Zoom, after the discussion, you can group the participants into several groups so they can share their insights regarding the topic. This feature promotes camaraderie and social interaction among the participants. Therefore, we can conclude that Google Meet is preferred as an online meeting tool. If you don't want to hold a meeting online, Meet can be quickly added to a Google Calendar event and integrates directly with all of the G Suite. On the other hand, Zoom is preferred as an online learning tool. Zoom is a natural choice for teaching classes or facilitating an advanced meeting with polling, recording, and other special features. Moreover, Zoom works with all major browsers and devices. In addition, Google is truly unstoppable in making enhancements on other software, and right now they're offering Google extensions. Have you heard Google extension? Adding Google Meet extension. First, go to Chrome Web Store by simply searching it your Google Chrome browser. Second, go to the search box on the upper left and type in Google Meet extension. Third, click Add to Chrome on the type of extension you wanted to add to your Google Meet. 4. A dialog box will appear. When you choose Add Extension, it will be added to your Google Meet and cancel if you tend not to add. Okay, so this is the first step on how to go to the Chrome Web Store. You simply search it to your Google Chrome browser. The second step on how to go to the search box on the upper left and type in Google Meet extension. On the third step, click Add to Chrome on the type of the extension you wanted to add to your Google Meet. On the last step, a dialog box will appear. When you choose Add Extension, it will be added to your Google Meet and cancel if you tend not to add. Grid view for Google Meet. Grid view makes it possible for you to see all of your students on screen at one time. Take note that when grid view is active, all participants' screens are shown at the same time. If you are presenting something for your students, they should turn grid view off so that your screen will be seen larger. Nod reactions for Google Meet. Ads in Facebook like reactions. Students can clap, raise their hand, or laugh out loud during your session without interrupting the speaker. Meet attendance. This extension makes your daily attendance task easier by recording a list of everyone who is present in a live session. Attendance information is stored in a Google Sheet which is only accessible by the meeting creator. Highlight mouse cursor. It can be difficult for participants to see and track your mouse cursor. when you are sharing during a Meet session. Enable to the highlight mouse cursor accessibility feature on your Chromebook to add a red circle around your mouse. These two apps can indeed help you in conducting an effective synchronous online class. If you are looking for a one-stop software which can help you organize and give quizzes, assignments, and other written outputs, Edmodo is for you. It is an educational technology company offering a communication, collaboration, and coaching platform to K-12 schools and teachers. The Edmodo network enables teachers to share content, distribute quizzes, assignments, and manage communication with students, colleagues, and parents. Okay, how to use Edmodo. 1. Go to Edmodo and click sign up. 2. Sign up as a teacher, student, or parent. Sign up as a teacher, sign up as a student, or sign up as a parent. Set up your classes through Edmodo. By period, set up an individual class for each period you teach. This works best for teachers who want a separate class for each group of students they see throughout the day. By subject, set up a class for each subject you teach. This works best if you teach multiple periods of the same subject but want to communicate with all your students at once. Main class with small groups. Set up a class for your students, then use small groups to differentiate as needed. This works best if you want to have a central place for all your students, but want to set up table groups, chapters, and units or other learning differentiation. Okay, for students, obtain a code from your teacher. Go to Edmodo and click I'm a student. Fill out the registration form with a code, a unique username, and password. Note, an email address is not required to sign up for a student account. Third, select the sign up button to complete the sign up process. Fourth, you will then see the class or group your teacher create in the left side panel. And fifth, note, once you have created your account and are in a class or group, you will no longer join classes or groups using these steps. You can join multiple classes or groups with your single Edmodo account. How about Sakai? You may also use Sakai, which is a free community source educational software platform designed to support teaching, research, and collaboration. Systems of this type are also known as course management systems, learning management systems, or virtual learning environments. Okay. Furthermore, for constant communication with your students and parents, you may use Facebook and Messenger. Since almost all of us are using these apps, especially right now that Facebook has launched its latest video conferencing feature, Messenger Rooms, which allows up to 50 people to video chat at a time. There's no limit to how long you can talk, and you don't even need a Facebook account to join a room. Messenger Rooms. Start a chat room with up to 50 people. Creating Messenger Rooms. First, open the Messenger app. Second, tap the People tab at the bottom right of the screen. Third, tap Create a Room and select the people who you want to join. Fourth, to share a room with people who don't have a Facebook account, you can share the link with them. You can also share the room in your newsfeed, groups, and events. How to join in a messenger room. Step 1. Click on the invite link. Open the message or email where you got the invite link and simply tap on it to open it. Step 2. In the selection menu, tap on the Messenger app twice to select it for opening the room. Step 3, tap on the Join button to join the room. Okay, you are now done. So that's all for our today's discussion. I hope you learned something.
Thank you so much and hope to see you soon in our next webinars. God bless everyone!